Sip Anand ki Khoj, Sip Parvati Amma, Sip Tina, Sip Rekha, Sip uh, Rumataji, Sip Santosh, Sip Sudeep, Sip Yogini, Sip Raji, Sip Sarda, it's Sarala, it's Sarala, Sip Dr. Krishan, Sip Will, Sip Sagai, Sip Sophia, Sip Bliss. And there are others who are joining the call, but we will start. It's a beginner's call. So you can ask any question. We've been having so many topics, and the topics are topics which you have had certain thoughts, you have any clarification. On a beginner session, we generally invite a lot of newcomers to come on the call, and some of them join. And it is, we invite even very ordinary questions, which means somebody can ask very simple question. And anybody in the call should not get offended. It's a very simple session. What is the soul? What is spirituality? What is enlightenment? What is the purpose of this call? How can I progress? Any simple questions also are welcome. Or if you are caught, you're stuck in a particular area and you are feeling bad to ask it on other days. On a day like today, you can ask the question, and it's a beginner session. So start. I know that sometimes it takes 1 or 2 minutes to start, but start. Who wants to start? Beginner session. Bliss. Yes, Bliss. Please start.
Hi, Shvam, dear Shvam, everyone.
Yoham.
I would like to know how we say we have no karma anymore. We are not the mind and the ego, and you can say we are, I don't
Bridget.
have ego.
Bridget has karma.
Yeah.
But if you realize you are not Bridget, it's not your karma.
But the karma is still there.
Karma belongs to Bridget. Karma belongs to Bridget.
Yeah.
But you are not Bridget. You are not Bridget.
Yes.
So the karma is not you.
Just a witness, observer.
You become a divine instrument. You become a divine instrument. You are the Atma, the soul in Bridget. So if you become the soul in Bridget, then you are not Bridget. Bridget has karma. I am not Bridget. I am fine. I am free.
Okay. I understand the technique now.
It's very simple, but you need to lock onto this. If you don't lock, again, mind will go back. So you have to lock this. You have to lock this whole truth that I am. Why I am Atma in Ravi. Why I am air. Yeah. Because I have no karma. I don't do karma. I don't do good and bad. I don't do. So you reach that level where you become an instrument of God, an instrument of Shiv. Okay. Thank you for starting this. Good question, Krishna. So sometime in the beginning, it says the beginner session, the questions are the best questions. Like Bliss question, very good question. Very meaningful question. Good start, Bliss. Krishna and Rekha.
Yes, Shivoham. So my question is on memory.
Yes.
How to sharpen your memory and remain focused? For example, yesterday also you were saying many times we have heard from you, but we forget. And one more thing, how to sharpen your memory and also to remain focused. And I have a follow-up question. What is absent-mindedness?
Okay, one by one. So I realized that memory is nothing but the ability to picture. The memory is an ability how you take a picture. So suppose you take a picture of an apple. You take a picture of an apple is there on the table, and you take a picture. So you know there's an apple on the table. But if you take a picture of a supermarket, where there are apples and cherries and berries and raspberries and blackberries and blueberries and carrots and oranges and persimmons and lychees and jackfruits and coconuts and passion fruits and now if you want to memorize what was there in that picture, very difficult to memorize because you have so much clutter. So one of the best ways to sharpen your memory, for me, for example, I removed all the unnecessary clutter out of my life. So where is my memory sharp? My memory is sharp only on this subject. You ask me anything else, I don't know. I'm not interested in knowing. I'm not interested in memorizing. So that's the first. So if you want to sharpen your memory, remove the unnecessary clutter. Then you will be able to sharpen your memory. That's my first point to you. Your second question is absent-mindedness. What do you mean by that? Is that your second question or third question?
The second question was how to remain focused.
How to remain focused by making the monkey into a monk. Because as long as there are thoughts bombarding you, how can you be focused?
I don't know. My question should have been different because why I asked this is general comment is when you become more spiritual, instead of being flexible, we tend to become, at our stage, we tend to become a little bit rigid when it comes to relationships and when it comes to a little bit rigidity in life. So somehow I think, is it all spirituality? Am I becoming very rigid? Or
No, I don't think spirituality makes you rigid. So rigidity is nothing to do with spirituality. Spirituality makes you more open. True spirituality makes you more enlightened. You see sip in all, you love sip in all, you serve sip in all. So I think, but you're missing some aspects. So would you like to put your questions back in perspective, or you want to ask me anything now?
yeah, because for example, there are many things we need to fence ourselves from, at this point of time. So it turns into a kind of rigidity. When I say no, I have my call at 8 o'clock, or I have this, I have my sadhanas, I have this. So that is automatically you
Why
have
do
to
you
be.
call that? Why do you call that rigidity? You say you become more disciplined. So if you like that discipline, you like it. You want to change it, you change it. You should not feel that you should not feel rigid. You should never feel. I don't feel that I am restricted from doing anything. Suppose I feel like having a beer today, I can have. I don't feel like having is a different matter. But if I feel like having, I can have. So we should not feel that rigidity is there. Okay, but I think frame your other question, please frame it if you want to ask about absent-mindedness, because you have to say it a little bit more clearly about an example of an absent-mindedness. Rekha, Parvani, Sophia, Meenakshi. Thank you, Krishna. Thank you for that. Rekha, Parvani.
Shubham,
Shoham.
my question is like it's very difficult to be silence in consciousness. It's
Ah.
um,
Why is it difficult?
I don't know. Like today also, like I tried so much, but that mind.
If you don't still the mind, and if you don't make it a habit to still the mind, to kill the mind, to tame the monkey mind, then you cannot be in consciousness. Then immediately the silence will become, you cannot hear the divine voice because there's so much noise. So this is what Krishna just now said. She called it rigidity. I don't call rigidity. I say you need to have discipline. So suppose you want to be silent. So you don't have to feel it's being rigid about being silent. No, you make it discipline. I want to be silent. That's my choice. I want to be silent. And so you are able to still the mind, and you are able to concentrate.
Yes, sir.
So you have to be very, very committed. This whole journey of spirituality is a journey of commitment.
Yes, sir.
Sophia, thank you, Reka. Sophia, Meenakshi, and Will. Sophia,
Hello,
Meenakshi,
sir.
and Will.
Yeah, I bow down to
Yes,
AiR
yes.
and namaste. Thank you so
We cannot hear.
much.
We cannot
Thank
hear
you.
you,
Sir,
Sophia. Yeah, please.
yeah. So about mind, I am still confused that sometimes you say there is mind because it's cluster of thoughts, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we say that memories all last means before memories are stored in mind. Last janam, this janam, bachpan. I mean, from childhood till now,
Not
memories are
last
stored
janam.
in.
Not last janam.
No, no. Oh, but karma is there, no? So karma is stored in memory.
Karma is stored not in memory. Karma is carry forward. But the memory in a new birth is reset like a new mobile phone. You don't get a new mobile phone with somebody
So
else's
where
data.
are the karmas? I mean, where are the karma stored? And
In the-
another thing, there is some people say there is two minds, subconscious and conscious mind.
No, there's no
So
subconscious and conscious
why
mind.
they people say that subconscious mind everything is stored and conscious mind is what we are doing now.
If you believe them, then you will
No,
be
I'm not believing them, but I want to know about it little bit.
when there is no mind, how can there be subconscious mind and conscious mind?
Yeah, true. But then you say that memories are stored in mind.
Not memories stored in mind, thoughts are stored in memory.
Thoughts, yeah,
Or,
thoughts.
impressions, certain
Huh.
experiences. Suppose you have an experience becomes a part of a memory. Maybe you were in school, maybe you sang a song,
Yeah,
maybe you got a reward. All those are your life experiences. They get stored in your memory.
memory. So that memory is in mind, right?
No, memory is a separate. Memory is not in mind.
Separate. Okay, very good. And so should we remember the good memories and be happy?
No need to.
No need.
No
Okay.
need to. Be happy. Just being happy. You don't need to use the old memories to be happy. You can be happy now. You learn to be happy without just being sick,
Okay.
just being peaceful, just being in the state of realization. Be happy. No need to use memory to be happy. Because if you use
Sure.
memory to
Thank
be
you.
happy, you may fall into unpleasant memory and become unhappy.
Yes, both will come. Okay.
You can't have selective memory. If you go back into the memory, then you will have both happy and sad. Both will come.
Okay. So there is no subconscious and conscious mind at
No,
all.
you see, you can be in a state of subconsciousness, but don't in spirituality, we don't say all this.
Okay.
There is no mind. In spirituality, there is no mind. It's just a bundle of thoughts.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Meenakshi Sukeshini.
Hi, sir, Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Sir, mine sometimes is so much rascal na, that it creates a doubt. Like from past 1 or 2 days, I'm facing like I'm forced to think that whatever the things which I'm doing on this call, and are these correct? Are these true? I mean, being happy is sometimes I feel happy, like being satisfied, being content, being in myself. In I am safe, I feel happy. But at the
But
same time,
do you
the
know why
rebirth and
do you know why the mind is doing this?
I don't know.
The mind is doing this because if you are able to get enlightened, then the mind will be dead. The mind
Yes.
doesn't want to die. The mind wants to live. The mind wants to keep you in eternal ignorance. The mind doesn't want you to be enlightened. The moment you are enlightened, then there is no mind. The mind you leave behind. So the mind fights very hard. The mind will not let you realize the truth. The mind will keep on telling you you're a fool. This is this
Yes.
rubbish. This air
Yes.
is a thug. He's a chore. He's a thief. Why are you listening to this air? Then it's for you
What
to
should be
use
the best possible ways to cover up this? Huh? Like mind
use
को
your
control
intellect.
Huh?
No, use
Huh?
your intellect. Use your intellect. Lock the mind. Block the mind. Block the mind and lock it with intellect. Yesterday we spoke about it. Block the mind and lock it
Yes.
with intellect. Lock it with your intellect. Then you will not think like this.
But from past 2 days ना I'm thinking like कि हो क्या रहा है. पहले I was very happy. अभी 2 दिन से ये सब मैं सही तो
Who's
कर रही हूँ.
thinking?
ये सब होता भी
Who,
है.
who's thinking? Your mind is, you're letting your mind, you open the door,
Yes,
the mind has come
mind.
inside. So
Yes.
right now in the call, go back to consciousness and try to use your intellect. You will change your mind immediately. You will realize that it's wrong. Your mind is trying to fool you. Okay?
Yes.
But
Okay,
please don't complete. You have to ask a carry forward question. Please come back. After me,
yes.
Sukesh and Dr. Krishan. Sukeshini will Krishan.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, Sukesh.
So I had two questions. One is, when we realize that we are not this body, mind, and ego, which karma transcends? Is it the past karma or the present means
What do you think so?
the present karma?
So Sukeshini, as Sukeshini, you are carrying with you only present karma or only past karma or both?
Both.
So if you are carrying both and you realize you are not Sukeshini, then you get rid of what? Present, past or both?
Mm, I thought it is both, but just wanted to
See,
clarify.
I'm again, listen, look at me. This is Sukeshini. This is Sukeshini. And Sukeshini is carrying the present karma and past karma. Sukeshini is carrying both. Now you realize you are not Sukeshini.
So both are gone.
So both are gone.
And my
I hope it's very simple. I hope
yes.
it's very simple or not.
I had a doubt, so that's clear.
No, but I hope you understood what I'm saying.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
So realization is most important.
Once you have realization, then you are free from all karma, present karma, because you are not the body, mind, ego, which is carrying present karma and past karma.
My second question is habits also part of the karma?
Habit?
Yeah.
No, no.
Habits or some kind of addictions like people
No,
have.
see, no. Habit is like this. It comes from the thought chain. You have a thought, the thought becomes a feeling, the feeling becomes an action. Suppose you have a thought, I want to drink wine. Then you drink wine. It becomes an action. Then you drink wine again, and you drink wine again, and you drink wine again, and you drink wine again. Then it becomes a
Habit here.
habit. So thought becomes feeling, feeling becomes action, action becomes habit.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So if you want to cut the habit, either you cut it like this, or you change the thought, change the feeling, change the action. Also, you can change the habit. There are two ways to break the habit. Either you chop the habit from the beginning, from the completely to chop it, or you are able to change it from the thought process. Thank you, Will
Thank
and Dr. Krishan. Thank you. We have Will and Dr. Krishan. Yes, Will. Will unmute, Will. And Will unmute.
Yeah, they've got, I think I'm unmuted now. Thank you very much for having us. Shivam Guruji, thank you very much for taking this call. I've asked a question before, and because this is a beginner's day, I hope you'll forgive me asking again, but the issue I'm asking really is about karma. And in the scriptures, my question really is whether karma can be so serious, or whether you have ever heard of a case where karma can be so serious that you can be separated from the divine, from SIP. Like, is there a karma so serious that you can be separated? Have you either experienced it yourself, or have you ever heard of such a case, or do you know of such a case, or can you think of that possibility as being possible?
Karma can never separate you from the divine, because the divine has created karma for the reason that we should be able to become one with the divine. But let me explain to you a little bit more clearly. Suppose I am a terrorist. Suppose I have murdered 1, 2, 5, 10, 50, 100, 200, 300 people. All right. Now my karma has got layers of sins and layers of karma, karmic debt, as we call it a karmic debt. Now, to overcome this karmic debt will be more difficult. If it was just I had stolen a small amount of money from my neighbor, that karmic debt would be easier to overcome.
Yes.
And the karma, which is very severely, but if one is a mumukshu, what we've been saying, if one has a deep longing for the divine, then even the most serious karmic debt, the negative karma can easily be wiped out if we have the deep love and longing, that yearning for the divine.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think maybe if I could have, I've arranged it.
Huh?
I think maybe I'll talk to you later about it at some point.
You've got some contact. You'll fix a time with somebody, and then we'll talk. Yeah.
Just whenever convenient for you.
No, you can just. I've only given you a contact number so that you can fix the time. You ask now, today, tomorrow, and we can talk. Just fix the time and we can talk.
Thank you so much, sir. I'll do it.
Thank you. So anybody who wants to talk to me, try to fix a time. I would give some assistant the task, because I'm not online all the time. and then my assistant will fix a time with you and make sure I talk to you. Because it's one of my offering that I would like to talk to you. I would like to help you on your individual basis. If there is a problem, I would like to help you. Thank you, Will. Dr. Krishan, Rajender, Ahemsip, Ru Mataji, and Ace.
Shivam Guruji, I want to know about talas. How can you explain what is talas and how can I go talas apart to doing my present karma, and apart from that I have to pay my responsibility, and for the spiritual growth I have to go on talas. Is
So
it possible to?
Yeah, so what you should do in this at this stage of time, Dr. Krishan, you have already started your talash. But when I was in my talash, there were some questions I already have answers, and some questions I don't have answers. So if you want to go on Talash, you must make a list of questions which you have still got lack of. See, for example, just now Will asked the question. What did Will
Yeah.
ask the question? He told, if I have got very serious karma, I've got very strong bad karma, then will it stop me from attaining the SIP, attaining the divine? So no, he wants a question. Aapke paas, whatever are the questions which you don't have answers, make a list. Make a list and go in Talash.
To searching my internal questions answer is a loss.
Making a list of your unanswered questions. For example, when I started, I asked the question, who is God? Where is God? What is God? Where is heaven? Where is hell? What is life? What is death? What is rebirth? What is soul? I had so many questions. So I made these questions and I went in Talash.
Okay.
So you have to make a list and you have to go in Talash.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. And when you go in Talash, you will find the answers. Rajendra Pandit, Ahemsip.
Shivam, sir.
Sir, Shivam.
Sir, there may be various parameters responsible for someone's overall personality or overall behavior. Some are soft, some are harsh, some are drunkard, some are good, some are behaving properly with the other person. Are karmas predominantly responsible for it?
For our
Or
nature, for our behavior, or what are you saying?
Our overall personality of a man.
No. Our karma does not control our personality or our behavior. Rajinder, karma is only controlling what is happening to you.
Okay.
Karma is only a reaction. For example, you are driving, you hit a car. That is karma. Or for example, you are going somewhere and somebody offers you drugs. Now, somebody offers you drugs is a karma. Because they are offering you drugs means it is something that is part of your karma. Otherwise, that would not be offered to you. Now, how you react is your present karma. You take the drug or you don't take the drug, for example.
So say somebody becomes a drunkard. He drinks excessive and this drinking becomes cause of his problem or cause of his death or cause of bimari. Or cause of bimari disease. So how can it be explained?
So this karma is not his past karma, it is his present karma.
Agami karma.
It is his bad using of the mind and intellect. It is the bad use of intellect. He has got into a bad company. Somebody told him, "Aajao sharab piyo." Somebody offered him sharab. He got into the sharab. It became a habit, and he's lost. He died.
It is again karma, but present karma.
Yes.
Continuous present.
Yes. Everything is karma. Everything is a combination. What is happening in front of us is past karma. What we are doing becomes present karma. Together, this plus that becomes our.
So bad behavior can be also agami karma. It can become if I will behave badly with a person, it will become again my karma.
It is only agami karma.
Yes.
Your present behavior is only agami karma. It is not your past karma. Because you are choosing to behave in a bad way.
Behaving in a bad means not using the intellect properly.
Whatever, your action is bad. Action is karma.
Some people say these are instincts also. जैसे बोलते हैं इसकी खसलत में है, इसकी खसलत में, इसके खानदान में ऐसी लोग
ना. Sorry. Nah. That is just passing on the responsibility of your bad habit or bad karma to others. You can't do it.
We can't.
I'm asking you, मेरे खानदान ने किया तो मुझे भी करना है? What do you think? मेरे खानदान ने किया है, मुझे ही करना है या मैं बदला सकता हूँ?
Yes. We can change it.
Yeah, I must change it.
We must change it. Okay.
Must change it. Must change it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yes, please. Next. Aham sip, Rumataji. Ace. Aham sip, Rumataji Ace.
Shivoham Guruji
Shivoham.
and everyone else. Guruji, I have two questions. When we have realized that everybody is sick and there is no one good or bad, but still sometimes somebody's actions, maybe for a second or two, we feel bad and then we realize, and sometimes it may take a little longer also. So a realized person doesn't feel bad even for a moment.
Of course he will feel bad. Suppose today somebody came and somebody incited me. So I controlled, but they incited me. And I controlled, but they incited me. And I reacted. You shut up, you nonsense. Shut up. Okay. Then after saying shut up, then you feel bad, na?
Yes.
So as a human being, don't think that an enlightened person has become God. Okay. Keep in mind, an enlightened person is a normal human being. An enlightened person may get upset, but an enlightened person will come back to consciousness in a moment. An enlightened person will not get upset easily. It will take a very serious situation for an enlightened person to get upset.
Okay.
An ordinary person will get... You're clear? I've answered your question, but continue, please.
My second question is, ever since I've come to Bangalore, my interaction is just with 4 people in my family and 2 kids. And I don't meet anyone, I don't talk to anyone, and I'm very happy in that state. Whatever I'm doing little bit for my house, and otherwise I can spend time in 5 yogas. But then the thought was coming to me that if I won't meet people, how will I realize that whether I'm really not getting hurt or angry with others' reactions? So is it necessary to meet more and more people?
No, but why are you not meeting people?
I don't feel like I'm even otherwise also I'm a person who doesn't go out too much.
Why don't you meet people and talk about your subject of spirituality, and why don't you interact with people?
2 reasons. One is language barrier. I'm from North. And
but there are many people from North in Bangalore.
Yes, there are. But then I also don't get time because I have 2 small toddlers to look after.
Then if you don't get time, you don't need to go. Be happy as long as you're happy. As long as you're in a state of Satchit Anand, you're busy, you're in the yoga. Why do you worry about having to meet people?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Then you contemplate more and more on the subject of enlightenment. Try to get that feeling of complete enlightenment. Try to tick all the areas, which, like we said, going on a talash and ticking every area. I am not the body. I am not the mind. I am not the ego. I am the soul. I am soul. Soul is Sip. I am Sip. Sip is in all. Neti Neti, Tattvamasi, Sthit Pragya, Jivan Mukta. Oh, there are 100 subjects, right?
Yes.
There are 100 subjects. So why don't you concentrate on that and feel fulfilled?
Right. Thank you.
And be peaceful, but don't be frustrated. If you feel the need
to go, I'm not frustrated. I'm not frustrated.
If you feel the need to go outside, go outside. But be in awareness, be in that Satchidanand, be in consciousness.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, Mataji, Ace, Bala. Mataji, Ace and Bala.
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
Boliye Mataji.
Guruji, when I listen to your bhajans, I am in Ananda.
Very good.
And I enjoy it very much and feel connected to God.
Very
and
good.
In silence also, the same thing happens.
Very
then
good.
Is there any difference? If want to...
No, there is no difference, because when you're listening to bhajans, you're in bhakti yoga. And when you're in silence, you're in dhyana yoga. So when you're in bhakti yoga and dhyana yoga, you're okay. But the moment you go into samsara and bhoga, and then somebody comes and the neighbor comes and somebody else starts talking to you, and you lose the dhyana, the bhakti yoga and the dhyana yoga, then you get either irritated or you lose your peace of mind or you lose your connection with the divine.
Okay.
So we have got 5 yogas.
Basically no difference is there, whatever way we feel connected to God.
Yeah, as long as you're in yoga, it doesn't matter whether you are through bhakti yoga or dhyana yoga or karma yoga or jnana yoga or prema yoga. You can be connected with any yoga.
Okay. Thank you, Guruji.
But you must, your goal is, so what is my goal this as I've started this the body has started a new year. I want to be in yoga all the time. I want to live with ABCD. I want to love SIP in all. I want to be focused on Pirlo. I want to spend time in silence. So I am concentrating on these as my basic thing. So you have to have your own mantra. Ki mujhe kya chahiye? And you create a methodology. You create A, B, C, D, whatever, 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, whatever points, and try to concentrate and be in your life in that. It may be 50% being in bhakti, 40% being in dhyana, or maybe sometime being in karma yoga, whatever you like, you have to decide, and you have to be in that state of being.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
Thank you, Rumataji. Ace and Bala. Ace, what is the question from Ace?
Hello,
Yes.
AiR.
Yes.
Hi, I have a small doubt. So, if soul is a divine energy and it cannot be transmigrated or reborn, and if body can also cannot take a rebirth, mind is nothing but a bundle of thought, and I is an ego. So, what is reborn and who is reborn based on karma?
The only person reborn is the mind and ego, which carries karma and takes rebirth. But if you realize I'm not the mind and ego, then there's no rebirth. See, you're clear about this, that the body cannot take rebirth. You're clear?
Yeah.
Why the body cannot take rebirth?
Because body dies
and it is destroyed. No, the body dies and it returns to dust. That dust. Body is already burnt. It cannot come back. It's already burnt, that body.
Burnt, yeah.
And the soul does not take rebirth because the soul is energy of SIP. It did not take rebirth. So who's the only person left to take rebirth?
Mind and ego.
Mind and ego called me.
Me.
So as long as you think you are the body, mind, ego, soul, me will take rebirth, me will take rebirth, me will take rebirth. When you come to know there is no mind and ego, it does not exist, then who will take rebirth? Who will take?
There is no rebirth.
There is no rebirth. This is called moksha.
Okay.
This is called liberation. It's as simple as that. There cannot be a simpler explanation. But because we are caught in the mind state, the mind says, no, but I am there now. I am there means then finish. Then you create karma, then you take rebirth. It goes on and on and on and on. It continues. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bala. We have 5 more minutes for any questions, please, after Bala. 5 more minutes.
Pranam, Guruji. Guruji, initially till last year, from January, I am free with my all the what we say jawabdari jo rehti hai na Guruji. Usse I had a responsibility of my daughter. Financially also I was weak. Everything I used to do at house also, everything. But now I need a space. My son got married and he is settled in America. I don't interfere in him also. Initially, I used to ask you many questions on that. Now not any thought is troubling me. But I don't want what I like to enjoy with myself. I don't want to meet the people. This is my mind state. I don't understand. This is my mind or a ego. I want to be with myself. I want to enjoy that time with myself. Guruji, then I feel that whether I am selfish because I don't want to waste my energy speaking to them, unko samjhane mein, unko because they are taking what we say, unko itna knowledge नहीं, उनका interest ही नहीं है वो चीजों में. तो उनको समझाने में point ही नहीं है गुरुजी कुछ भी.
भला सुनो सुनो भला.
Is this a mind state? Whether I'm
सुनो
having a ego?
सुनो मेरी बात. You are progressed so much in this subject. Every day you are progressing on this subject.
Yeah.
Be in the consciousness. Consciousness में ये समझो, ये सब एक नाटक है, सब एक लीला है. My son has got his own karma. If my son has gone to America, it is his own karma.
Yeah.
If he wants something, he will call me. वो तुम मैं क्या बोलता हूँ, मैं कोई भी प्यार करते हैं मुझसे क्या बोलते हैं, हम बोलते हैं तुम आओ तो भी खुश, ना आओ तो भी खुश, तुम मिलो तो भी खुश, ना मिलो तो भी खुश. You become like that. You don't become waiting for your son's call or your daughter. Where's your daughter now? Daughter is also married, or your daughter is dependent on you?
No. She has a responsibility. I have the responsibility. I have to take care of her. That is that I am just focused on her, Guruji.
So you focus on her as your responsibility, but focus on the bigger responsibility of nirvana, of moksha, of getting liberated. Or shant mein raho. Be peaceful. Let the drama unfold. ये drama चलता रहेगा. Don't worry.
Guruji, I don't want anybody to interfere in myself. That's why I don't show any ways, because
how can you control that? As per your past karma, people will interfere. What can you do?
That's why I'm not showing the way where I go, what I do.
So you be on your own path, then the karma will change.
Okay, that is not Guruji. This is not the ego, no.
No. You are trying to. How can be ego when you're going towards God?
No. I don't want them to interfere in my life. I'm not showing them the path.
You don't want them to interfere because you are going towards God, na?
Yeah.
If you're going towards God, how can it be ego?
No, but I'm not telling them anyways, Guruji, where I'm going, what am I doing?
Why should you tell? आपका क्यों? आपका क्या responsibility किसी को समझाना मैं इधर जा रही हूँ उधर जा रही हूँ? Why should you tell?
No, that is not meanness, no selfishness. They are asking me. I don't tell anything, Guruji.
You are not telling because you don't want them to interfere in your spiritual path, na? Am I right?
Yeah. That only I'm telling, Guruji.
Then what is the problem? Then there is no problem.
That is not mind and ego, no, Guruji.
No, that's not mind and ego. That is being in consciousness. ठीक है?
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. Be always be in consciousness. और कभी भी ऐसा conscious में ऐसा एक संकट आ गया, अगर एक question आ गया, तो शांत में रहो. Go into your silence, and inside your silence, SIP is there. You put this question to SIP, you will get the answer. You don't need to wait for. Of course, 8 o'clock I am coming to you. But if you go into silence, कभी भी अभी रात को कुछ संकट आ गया, कुछ तकलीफ आ गया, just be silent. In that silent SIP will hear your voice. And you can hear the noise, you can hear the reply of SIP if you are quiet, if you are complete stillness. Try to be in stillness.
Guruji, thank you for being in my life, Guruji.
Thank you. Varita, thank you. Varita and Rutanu. Varita.
Shivam Guruji.
Sure.
As you said that if we realize body, if we are not body, mind and ego, and realized about that, and there is no karma, you said just now. You don't have any karma if you have realized that you are not the body, mind, and ego. But yesterday when we were talking, you said Ramakrishna Paramahansa had throat cancer.
Yeah.
That's because we are seeing him suffering, or because he is a real God realized person. So are we seeing him suffering, or is he really undergoing that prarabdha?
No, he is not undergoing. We are seeing. We are seeing Ramakrishna Paramahansa undergoing cancer pain.
Okay.
But he is not Ramakrishna Paramahansa. He is SIP. He's already SIP. So when he has become SIP, is he suffering?
Yes, this is, I had that, I wanted to clear that doubt, that's all.
Yeah. So
yes,
he knows Ramakrishna Paramahansa's body is suffering, and he knows he is part of that body, but he knows I am not this body, I am SIP, I am part of the Supreme, but this body has its own karma which is continuing to unfold. Let it unfold. I surrender. I surrender to SIP. I accept. Our Dadaji at 90, he had a serious fall. He had a paralysis at 90 years old. Then he suffered for 10 years, but he was laughing always. He was always laughing. Although he was restrained to a wheelchair sometime, he could not run. Earlier he used to run. At 79, he got a heart attack. He had a pacemaker put in his heart, in the heart. So I'm saying realized souls. I'm giving an example of Dada and I'm giving an example of Ramakrishna Paramahansa. For them, there is no trauma because they are enjoying the drama. And the karma will unfold. Let the karma unfold in the drama, but there is no trauma. The trauma is only for those who think I am this body, mind, ego. Then they feel the trauma.
Yeah. Since they are liberated soul, so they only this life they will have this all these things they have to.
Obviously, because when this body dies, they don't come back, nah.
They don't come back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And
Then
one more thing. One question I wanted to ask you. What is the difference between sannyasi and a realized person, realized master?
What is according to you, what is the word sannyasi means what according to you?
They are also more or less like this only, but away from
I want to teach you.
life.
I want to teach you. So you tell me, what is your understanding of the word sannyasi? What do you understand?
Sannyasi, they live in ashram. That is what I
No. Sannyasi means one who has taken sannyas. One who has taken sannyas. So one who has taken sannyas means one who has renounced the world. Suppose today, suppose somebody is there. Take Buddha. Let me give you an example. Buddha left the palace. Buddha left his wife. Buddha left the child. Buddha went into the forest. What did he become?
Monk.
No, he became a sannyasi. Because he took up sannyas. He left the palace. He left the wife. He left the child. Was he enlightened? The day he left the palace, was he enlightened on that day?
No, not that time.
So when you become a sannyasi, you renounce the world and you go into the forest and you go into the mountains. That's what a sannyasi will do. Then a sannyasi can become a Buddha.
Okay.
Are you getting? You asked the question different between sannyasi and enlightened person, correct?
Yes, yes.
Now I'm asking you, is it necessary to be a sannyasi to become a Buddha?
I don't know, but we heard recently somebody is going to become a sannyasi and sannyas ashram. He's entering the sannyas ashram sometime next week. Why is it so? When he is already
it's very common. It's very common in Marwadis, in Jains. They call the sannyas. What it means is the person gives up the family. The person gives up money. The person gives up clothes. The person gives up everything and goes off. Sannyas ho gaya, sannyasi ho gaya.
Okay.
But that sannyasi is not yet a Buddha. And a person who is like Raja Janak, who's living in the palace. Raja Janak was not a sannyasi. Raja Janak was living in the palace, but he became enlightened. Now, are you clear or still not clear?
Yes. Okay.
You can be like Raja Janak living in the palace, but you have to be careful that you don't sink in the samsar. Now, when we give example of our dearest Osho, no, Osho was enlightened, but after enlightenment, Osho he lost that because he got caught in bhoga. So I tried to give all these examples just for you all have to have clarity. So somebody wants to be sannyasi, be. But do you have to be sannyasi? You don't have to be. Be very clear in the concepts. Our goal is not to become a sannyasi. Our goal is to become a Buddha. And our goal is to become a Satchidanand Atma. Our goal is to live a life of eternal bliss in truth consciousness. Correct, Manita? Is that your goal or not?
Yes.
And therefore, no, on Wednesday, on Sunday, don't hesitate to ask your questions. Because you must ask your questions. You must clarify your questions. If you don't clarify, don't say, oh, what a silly question. How can I ask? There's no silly question. You ask the question. If you don't ask the question, how will you realize the truth? Please ask the questions. Okay, don't have any hesitation. Ruth, Anu, and Sophia. Who will ask questions? Administrator Ruth, Anu, and Sophia. 2 questions. And Raji. 3. Raji also came in the list. Ruth, Anu, Sophia, Raji. 3. Over. No more questions.
Shivoham Guruji.
Yes, Ruth, Anu.
Guruji, I wanted to ask you that if we are not able to able to connect to call at 8. Then if we see the Facebook, the session in Facebook, then it's all right.
It's all
Sometimes.
right. It's all right, but you will get only 50% benefit. Is it same when you're watching India-Pakistan match live and you're watching recording is same?
No, I know, Guruji, that I'm going to miss attending the
So
call, asking questions.
first possibility, try to attend the call. If you miss the call, second possibility, at least watch the recording. So you don't miss, at least you don't miss the recording. But remember, when you are live in the call, the engagement is very different.
That is true.
Okay, got it?
Yes.
So two more questions, Sophia and Raji.
Yes, sir. Thank you. So I wanted to ask that we have come to life to clear our karmas, right?
Yeah.
Now, when now we are a realized person,
Yeah.
so we have left all the karmas.
Yes.
Yeah. But till we die, does the old karmas means it will clear till we die?
How the old karma will clear when you don't have the karma?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you know, some people like we are realized, right? But if you are sick or something, it will the karma.
My dear Sophia, please pay attention to what I'm asking you. When you say you are realized, what does it mean?
Karmas are gone, right?
No. Why does the karma go? What do you realize?
I'm a soul, yeah.
You are not the.
I'm not mind, body, and ego.
So you're not body, mind, ego. You're clear. Are you clear? You have realized you are not body, mind, ego. Correct? So
I'm
now
soul.
wait. You realize you are not the body, mind, ego. You are the soul. Clear about it, right?
Right. Yeah.
So now there is no karma. Correct? But to the body, mind, ego of Sophia, if the karma is happening, that's happening to that body which you are not, na?
Right.
Then how it is yours?
It's happening to my body.
It's happening to your body, happening to Sophia's body. Yeah, happening to your body.
Yeah. So
not to
yeah.
you. Not to you.
To me. So I have to remain in my realization. Only.
You have to remain in your consciousness. You have to remain in that state of consciousness that karma is not happening.
It is not happening to me. It is only happening to my body.
That will only happen.
Not my body, but
that will happen when you say, "I am the soul in Sophia," or "I am the Ruh in Sophia." I am Ruh Sophia ki Ruh. I am the Ruh. Then when you say I am a Ruh of Sophia, then the karma is not of yours. The karma is not of the Ruh. The karma is of Sophia, and you are not Sophia.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Clear. I hope it's very clear.
Yeah, very clear. Very clear. Thank you.
Last question, Raji.
Yes. Shubham Guruji. No, what Vanita was asking is, once a person is enlightened, afterwards, why he is taking sannyasi after being enlightened? That was, I think, I understood in the way she asked.
It is just like saying, Vanita is asking you, after I finish eating my dinner, why should I cut the vegetables?
Correct. Yes, Guruji. Somebody is enlightened and he is taking sannyasi. That is what.
Raji, if somebody is enlightened and they are taking sannyas, what does it mean, Raji?
Sannyasi means Guruji, as per this one, he is leaving his family.
Listen.
Yes.
If somebody is already enlightened and then they are taking sannyas, what does it mean?
That is what she wants. That is what
I'm asking you, be in conscious and answer. If a person is already enlightened and now they are going to take sannyas, what does it mean?
That only we don't know. He wants liberation. I don't know why.
Vanita, what does it mean, Vanita? Wait. We'll ask Vanita. Vanita, what does it mean, Vanita? If a person is already enlightened and they want to take sannyas, what does it mean, Vanita?
Away from the family, and that's what.
So what does it mean? If you're already okay, I'm asking another question. If you're already finished dinner but you're cutting vegetables, what does it mean?
No meaning. After dinner, why we will cut vegetable?
If you are cutting, what does it mean?
For next day.
Preparing.
It means you are not yet finished. You're still hungry, na? You are still eating. You want to cut vegetable because you're hungry, na? If a person is enlightened and they are going to take sannyas, means they are not enlightened. Nah. If a person is enlightened, Raji and Vanita, then why they will take sannyas? If they are already enlightened, why they should take sannyas? No need of taking sannyas.
But he's taking, one person is taking. That
Okay, let them. I'm only giving you my understanding of it.
Okay, thank you, Guruji. I understood from Anita's question, I understood that.
See,
Okay.
that person can say, I am going in retreat in yoga. It's okay. But you don't use the word sannyas. Sannyas is a preliminary step for enlightenment. You do not use the preliminary step of sannyas for enlightenment after enlightenment.
Yeah, but
it is just like telling, after the person has achieved graduation in college, he is going back to nursery class.
But this is what we came to know, that he is entering the sannyas ashram on such and such date. That's the message we got it. That's why we said what is the
that means he is still seeking full enlightenment. That person is not yet finished full enlightenment. He wants the sannyas so he can attain the full enlightenment. Okay, I'm sorry, but as I said, we have to be strict on closing time because it's going beyond and beyond and beyond. So we want to close. With folded hands, I bow down to you. Thank you.